Hey, what's up you guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to import transparent text for free using iMOVIE and Canva. The only thing you will need is a higher powered running Apple device, so this excludes iPad and iPhone. You will need a MacBook Air, Mac Pro, Mac Desktop. So although we are using iMOVIE, which is an Apple product that you can download on your iPhone, these features are not available on the iPhone because it just doesn't have a big enough processor to process what we are going to be doing today. So just as an example of what we're going to be doing today, this is great for a location change. This is great if you have a guest in your video and you would like to add their social tag. If you are a DIY content creator and you would like to add the list of supplies on the screen with animations of what your viewers will need. It is great if you just want captions, text on your video, and you want to choose from different fonts that iMovie doesn't have available. So let's get into it. Open up Safari and go to canva.com or Google Chrome, whatever you're running. If you don't have an account, create an account. Again, it is free. Just use your email, password, confirm your password, and you're ready to go. I do believe it sends you a confirmation email. However, I don't think you need to confirm it to continue going, but if you do, make sure that you use an email that you have access to. So let's get started. Come up here to the search and put YouTube thumbnail. It should come up right as you type a couple letters in. So click on that. Let's create a blank YouTube thumbnail. I'm going to come up here and title my design location, since that is the first thing that I said. So that's the first thing I'm going to work on. So after you've titled your design, come over here and click your workspace, up here to colors, and then click one of the default colors. I use grass green because it seems to work the best. So I would suggest doing the same. There's a couple things over here on the left. There's templates, elements, uploads, text, and more. We're pretty much just going to use elements and text for today. So come over here to elements. Like I said before, I'm going to work on the location thing. I usually use this one right here, but since it's under recently used, I'm going to show you how to get to it under lines and shapes. So it's right here. Shrink it down to the size you need. Now the reason why I select this one is because it's got the rounded corners. That's just my preference. However, this one, it doesn't let me shrink it down all the way. So try and play around with things to find what you like. So it's 100% customizable. I'm going to click elements again to take me back to the home screen. Come up here and search location. I'm going to grab this little guy here. I like him. He's cool. So he can rock with us. I'm going to place him here. Canva has really nice locking lines basically. So if it locks it to a place where you don't like, just use the up and down arrows on your keyboard to move it where you would like it to be. I'm going to go over here to text. I'm just going to click one of these, add a heading. They've got tons of free fonts. I've yet to be able to not find a font that I like that isn't for free. So ignore all these ones with the crowns. We're going to focus on the ones that don't have the crowns. I'm going to use this since it was recently used. I tend to use this a lot. It's very simple, easy to read. Now there's a couple things here you can do with text. If you go up here to this one right here, it says spacing. You can do letter spacing, so you can widen it out or shrink it up. I'm fine with how it looks. I was fine with how it looked originally. Not much was changed. So I'm going to place this here. Shrink this because it's a little too big. That looks about right. Now one thing I want you to keep in mind is that this space here, this is what is going on to our video, this whole thing. So wherever you place your elements, your text, and everything like that, everything that you add has to be in the right specific location prior to placing it on the video, because it's like an overlay. You can't move it. So I like how it looks. This looks fine. There's two things you can do here. You can go like this and highlight them all, and then click group, and then animate them as a group. Scroll over here, find anything you like. There's multiple different ones. These ones are all free, these 6 up here. So that's the first thing that you can do. Now I'm going to come back up here, click ungroup, and I'm going to animate them all separately. Your text has different animations available than what your elements do. So find one you like. I'm going to do, I don't know, let's see here, there's kind of a lot. Sure, we'll do that. Sure, that's cool. And then animate. This one's kind of delayed. I might just select these two we're gonna group and then animate them together. So there we go. That's what I like. That's what I'm gonna download. Come over here to download. Just do whatever it's suggested because it does honestly select the best free option. So now I've got it titled. It's downloaded. Come over here to iMOVIE. So this is basically what we're going to be adding in, is this right here. So I'm going to come up here to my workspace, click this little arrow up here. I'm going to find my file, hit enter. Now it's highlighted right here. I'm going to drag it down to where I need. This is what we're going to see. So this big block here, don't worry about it. Click on it. Do green screen, blue screen. Sometimes you might have to come over here and do crop to fill or whatever. But like I was talking about before, you cannot move this. You're only able to chop it off. So make sure wherever you place your elements, that's where you want it placed in the video. That's also why we selected YouTube thumbnail, because it's the same measurements as your video. That's what it looks like. Now, since we didn't add a transition to the end of our Canva video, what we're going to do here is grab these little things right here to give us that fade in, fade out effect. Now, what you just seen was it was a little choppy. Don't worry about that. That's just the computer processing. When you upload your video, it's going to be nice and smooth. Alright, so next thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to add a social tag. I'm still on the same design. I'm just going to retitle it right up here to social real quick. Highlight and then delete. Same thing, I'm just going to add my social at. Now when I say this is 100% customizable, it is. I wasn't able to find a social tag, so I made one of my own just by using some simple easy shapes just to show you how quick and easy it is. Grab a rectangle, grab a triangle, boom, social tag. So let's actually make these red because I believe that's what they normally are. Oops. Alright, I'm going to size down my text. Now what I said earlier with the text being customizable, you can go over here to effects and they've got a bunch of different things. You could even curve the text if you want. I'm just going to leave it regular. Super simple. Change the color to white so it's easier to read. And I'm going to size this down a bit. Center everything. Super easy. The position I'm sitting in the video is about here, I believe. It's kind of quite big for what you normally see, but the idea is there. Alright, so I like that. Just gonna highlight it all, group, and then animate. We'll do a simple rise. I like that there. Download again, use the suggested settings. We're gonna come over here to iMOVIE. You can see where I'm talking about social tags, so we're gonna click import. There it is right there, social. Click enter, drag it in, change it from cutaway, which is the default option it's in when you bring it into green screen, blue screen. Alright, sorry guys if it looks a little bit different. I had to unplug my microphone in order to hear the audio so I could sync it up correctly. This is what it looks like. Again, if you want that nice fade in, fade out, you can move these little guys up here to give it that nice effect. We're going to add a little bit of a spice to it like you see other YouTubers do. We're going to go over here to audio. Now, I already have the audio noise downloaded. Right now it's highlighted on fire, but whatever. I have a notification sound downloaded already. Yeah, it's right here. iPhone notification sound MP3. I'm going to import that and I'm going to drag this under where I would like it to ping in at, which is what you see with other YouTubers. and turn this way down because it's way louder than what you think. But in order to get this audio, I searched on YouTube for a notification sound. There was a 3-second video with the exact audio I needed. I went to my Safari search bar, just typed in YouTube to MP3 converter, and then copied the link, pasted the link, and then downloaded it after it converted to an MP3 audio file. And so then I'm able to use it. We'll get that ding notification when my social tag pops up. So again, it's super free and easy to do. I can do a more in-depth tutorial on that as well and provide links for you to use in order to do the same. So what I'm doing now is changing the previous title from social tag to DIY, since that's the portion I'm working on now. I'm just adding my text, adding my animations, changing up the layout, placing it where I want. Same thing as before. Once you know one, you know how to do the rest. The idea and concept is all 100% the same. So like I said, once you know one, you can do the rest. I did add an effect on the text, just like a drop shadow. This will also come in as transparent. So that is an amazing feature that Canva has with that background being green. It'll still bring it in as a green screen with that opacity there. So feel free to slow down this portion of the video if you're doing something similar so you can see my step-by-step process of how I did it. But again, it is all the same as what I've done previously. What I'm showing you now is how to add captions to your video. It's pretty much the same concept as before. We're only going to change about one thing, which is the transparency of our text box. So I bring the box in, I resize it, and I place it on these locking lines because these locking lines show us where the YouTube playhead is going to be. So this is just above that, so you can read it. If you have your mouse over the pause button, you can see the slide bar. Now, the only thing I did different is I changed the transparency to about 30-35 so that you can still see through the text box, but not the text, so you can see the background of the video behind this. So that's pretty much it for captions. It's really easy. Save and download it, vamp it up with the font you want, and that's about it. So now we're in iMOVIE. Again, same thing. Place it to where you would like it to be after you locate it and import it. Drag it down to your video section, crop it, add the fade in, fade out if you'd like. The only thing that we're going to have to do different here is because it was downloaded as a PNG, since there was no animations, it downloaded as an image. Go over to cropping and then click fit instead of the Ken Burns or whatever it is that makes it move. So this will keep it in place. And again, you're able to see me through my caption box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if this helped you. There's other tutorials coming and green screen overlays that you can use for your videos in the future, so look out for that. Click the like button if you like, comment down below, and subscribe as always. Hit that bell notification so you get notified every single time I post, and I will see you guys again. Thanks.